Well, I was just doing my radio thing with Grandy, and he made mention that the two hottest teams in the league are coming in here right now the next 3 days in Brooklyn and Indiana. And, in Brooklyn's case, I just love the way they play. I mean, they play hard, they play together. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do, and they do it every night. They don't get outside of it. Shooters shoot, drivers drive. The guys that can do both. Rollers roll. And they look like a team. And they've done a great job of building that over time. Kenny's done a great job. His staff's done a great job, and they've got good players. I think it starts with their backcourt guys in Russell and Dinwiddie, but you go down the list, they've got a lot of guys playing well.
What is it about? Scout considering all the injuries?
Not really. They don't change how they play, and Dinwiddie plays so much anyways that you don't really consider him a bench player anyways. I think one of the keys to their team that probably is under-discussed is the fact that they've got 3 legitimate rollers that can play in the spread alignment. So they've got Allen's terrific. He's going to be a really good player. He's really grown a lot in his years in the league. Davis is very good at it, great rebounder, and then Kenneth Faried is another one that they can play as well. So they've got 3 guys they can throw in the game and get to the rim quickly. Opens up the floor for everybody else.
I know it's so early, really early, but do you ever look at this as a potential playoff matchup?
We look at every opportunity as as something that we need to do to play our best, and certainly when you look at things and how they all stand right now, I'd be surprised if this team's not in the playoffs. They're awfully good, and again, they're really well coached.
Brad, your reaction to Thibodeau's firing?
Yeah, I've said this before. It's not my job to get into other people's business, and everybody that gets into coaching knows we have an expiration date, and that's just part of getting into coaching. I think the world of Tibbs, and he's a great coach. I'm sure he'll land on his feet. I thought that when we played them last week, without all the injuries, I thought they had a lot of guys making a lot of progress. Towns, Wiggins, I thought Wiggins was great against us. Towns has been playing some of his best basketball of late. So, but that's somebody else's decision to make, But he's a great coach, and I'm sure he'll land well.
Is it something that makes you guys so closer, is the fact that there is an expiration date and you guys look at each other and go, this could be our last matchup?
I don't think you ever really think about it or look at it in that kind of doomsday scenario, but I think we're all realistic. At the end of the day, we're in professional sports. There's probably, that there's the end is almost never, roses.
These franchises have been linked for a long time. Last week was like training years ago. It's kind of weird that that's now officially in the past. It's kind of picks and everything.
I think everybody else has linked them. We haven't thought about. Obviously, with the front office and you pay attention to the draft and all those things, but we haven't thought about it a ton. We've just paid attention to what Kenny and his staff and Sean have been building, and they've done a great job and deserve a lot of credit for that. And it started with building a way of playing, and you can see it. It jumps off the TV screen. So I look at it more of what they've accomplished in this short amount of time.
Right, as a basketball coach, your primary objective is to coach basketball, but you're also kind of an ambassador for a larger organization. Is it difficult balancing responsibility day-to-day operations of the team while also having to be out there doing public events and just in other ways representing the team?
Well, I don't know kind of what I would say just do what I'm asked. I've got a job to do, I've got bosses, and so it is what it is, yes. I enjoy that part of it. I recognize I'm lucky to be in this position, and it's fun to be out in the community. It's fun to be doing the things that we get a chance to do that is outside of basketball, and usually we need to get away from basketball a little bit, even during the season, to feel a little bit better about the big picture and have some perspective in our lives.
Matt, you said recently you guys want Jalen to be Jalen. What's been the key for him unlocking that over the last handful of years?
Just keep moving forward. Don't worry about what happened last. I thought one of our great strengths in the last 2 years was our ability to move on. And I'm not sure that we were as good at that early in the season as we need to be. This season's long, it's hard, there's a lot of ups and downs. You got to be able to move on from both. And I think that just kind of stay the course, believe in your hard work, believe in what you do best. You're here for a reason, and you're good for a reason. You'll be that more often than not if you keep looking ahead. Thanks.
Thank you.